What is good, Ninja? OJ over here from PlayerEssence, and welcome to another PE news video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the newly announced microtransactions for Middle-earth Shadow of War on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Apparently, there are microtransactions and loot boxes, so I don't know, is this Overwatch at this point? So let's get into this article first. I wanted to make sure that all of the information was 100% correct, so I scoured the internet, looked at all the different articles, made sure to cross-check the facts, make sure the article was written correctly before I talk about this to you guys, because I want to make sure that I get the information right when it comes from Warner Bros. And what they're doing with this game, because this is a highly anticipated game among many gaming fans out there. So we're going to talk about this microtransaction deal and loot boxes for Middle-earth Shadow of War, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So apparently this adds to the Nemesis system and it expands it with microtransactions. Now this article is coming from GameSpot. Warner Bros. And developer Monolith have revealed new details about Middle-earth Shadow of War, namely that the game has a microtransaction store called The Market. As explained in a forum post, players will be able to purchase things like loot chests, war chests, XP boosts, and bundles. An internet connection is required to access the market, which comes as part of Monolith's expansion of the Nemesis system. An important aspect of the Nemesis system now comes in forging, customizing, and leading your own army of unique orc followers against the fortresses of Mordor. Monolith said there are different ways you do this, including dominating orcs by exploring the vast open world and encountering them as a part of a orc society, or players can acquire orcs and other items through the market in-game store. Here is a breakdown of the items you can buy from the market with descriptions written by Monolith. Loot chests contain gear, weapons, and armor of varying rarity. Equipping and upgrading these weapons and armor enhance Talion's character abilities. Loot chests can also contain XP boosts that help level up Talion faster. War chests provide orc followers of varying rarity to help forge a strong army. They can also contain training orders to level up and customize orc followers. XP boosts are consumables that help level up Talion faster. Bundles package up loot chests, war chests, and boosts together at a great value. These items are obtainable by spending in-game currency called Marion, which you get in the game by defeating certain orcs, destroying gear, destroying orc followers for gear, which can then be destroyed for Marion, or finding Marion stashes in the game. You can also buy items in Shadow of War with gold, which you can get by spending real money. Additionally, you will get a small amount of gold at a specific milestone in the game, and you'll also get some for taking part in community challenges. Gold is another form of in-game currency that can be used to get higher level loot chests, boosts, and bundles of the aforementioned content. Gold can be acquired by. Monolith made clear that everything in Shadow of War can be obtained through normal gameplay. Spending money on gold is only a means to speed up progress. Everything a player can buy with gold can also be earned in-game over time for free. No gold purchases are necessary to enjoy the complete game experience, Monolith said. Now, the pricing for Shadow of War's microtransactions have not been announced. Now, GameSpot also adds that microtransactions in AAA games, oh, that word again, AAA games, is nothing new or surprising. Although I think for some, I think this will be a little surprising, considering I don't think the first game had it. And I think that's the thing when you introduce any type of new thing, like when it comes to DLC, when it comes to anything, people are already going to take issue. We talked about this with Legend of Zelda. Previous Legend of Zelda games never had any paid DLC. This one has it. People are upset. You know, was it right for them to be upset? Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so. But with microtransactions, that brings a whole new level of, okay, hold up here. This isn't normal story DLC, which I think the first game actually had DLC that you bought afterwards. I'm not 100% sure. I was this close to buying it, but never did. So with this one, you're not just doing normal DLC, which they still might have, by the way. You're doing microtransactions. And microtransactions, for those who don't know, is that pretty much it's an infinite supply. You can always just repurchase something to replenish your stocks or to get different weapons and all that. Whereas DLC, downloadable content, usually is a one-time fee. You pay that fee, then you're done. People really hate microtransactions because a lot of the times, in order to get you to do the microtransactions, these games will make it really long and really tough to get certain amounts of gold in order to get enough to get what you want. So that's what pushes you to do microtransactions. This is something that's been a staple in various games games, we've seen it before. And a lot of people aren't really happy with that because they don't really know how that's going to affect the game. Obviously, if this game, if you were able to just get things at a normal pace or a normal rate, would people actually do the microtransactions? I don't think so. So there's always going to be a factor into pushing people to buy the microtransactions. That's just what companies do, and I'm not sure if it's a good idea. Now, if you go back to 2014 with this game, or I forgot when exactly when it released, but they did all sorts of stuff that they didn't need to do. They went out there and paid all sorts of people to say certain things about the game and then tell them that you couldn't talk about this, and this. There was just a lot of controversy surrounding this game, and there was no need for them to do this. I think they might have even, not 100% sure, but paid for some reviews, but 100% do not quote me on that. But I just know that there was a controversy with this game, and there was no need for them to do this because the game was good. The first game was really good, so there was no need. So once again, they're doing something that I think there's really no need to do. They should probably just do normal DLC. If you want this weapon pack, do that. And then if you want, just make a good amount of weapon packs that you can buy throughout the course of the game or throughout the life of the game. So you release the game, has whatever content it has, then you say, hey, pre-order, you get this weapon pack. And then after the game releases, okay, we have this DLC weapon pack. And then a couple weeks later, oh, we have this. I mean, I know that you could make a lot more money faster doing microtransactions. I just don't think this is the best way to go about it if you're looking to please your fan base. It might be something that pisses a lot of people off, and it seems like some who really like this game are raging about it. Now, like I said, I was always interested in this game. It's dirt cheap as far as the first game, I should say. It was dirt cheap, but I just never got around to buying it. Maybe I just didn't have the time at some point, and I saw all the games that I was stacking up and I haven't played yet, so I have a backlog that is pretty shameful. But still, it's just interesting to see because a lot of you guys have reached out and kind of talked to me about this and said, hey, I would like to see what your opinion is. But for me, I'm not big on microtransactions. I never really buy the microtransactions in the game, even in games that I like Fire Emblem Heroes. I like that game, but I haven't purchased a single thing. I like Bravely Default and Bravely Second End Layer. Both of those games have a very small and useless microtransaction system for like SP drinks, which you don't need. You build them up just by putting the game in sleep mode and stuff. So they're completely useless. You don't need them, and it's nowhere near as expansive as this microtransaction system that they're doing here or other games out there. But I never bought any in those either. Not big on microtransactions. I don't mind DLC just as long as the main game has a bunch of content. So if I get my 50 hours worth or 40 hours worth or whatever the case is, if I feel satisfied with the price that I paid, then I'm cool with them doing DLC after the fact. Or just doing DLC in general, but I'm just not sure if this is the right way to go about it. I know a lot of people are upset. I know there's going to be some rant videos going up pretty soon here, so make sure you follow me on Twitter. I'll make sure to link some of those because I know that there are some people that are huge fans of this style of game and this game in general, the Lord of the Rings, the Middle Earth and all that, and yeah, they're not very happy with this. So what do you guys think about this? What do you feel about the microtransactions? Is this game coming off of your list because it has it? Do you feel that you're still going to get the game? I would love to hear what you guys have to say on the matter, especially if you're a big fan of this series. Alright guys, that wraps it up for this video here. Go ahead and check out the links in the description below. We've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. Go ahead and give us a like and a follow on our social media. Really helps us spread the content of PlayerEssence across the interwebs in addition to YouTube. Also make sure you check out our Patreon page. Pledge any tier and be entered in to win some awesome prizes each month. In addition to that, we have Discord voice chat and $10 prize eShop tournaments for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Splatoon 2, and more. So support PE Live and PE Arena right here on PlayerEssence. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Lets me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And subscribe to PlayerEssence for the latest news, reviews, discussions, and more. I upload videos daily. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you ninjas for the next video. Peace.